Alright guys, those of you that haven't seen my first video, this is my second video on my Ruger Gunsite Scout chambered in 308. I got this right around Christmas time, 2013. I was looking into a bunch of different guns. I was looking into the Ruger Mini 30s, but I kind of wanted, more of the Scout rifle. I really kind of wanted something that was bolt action and maybe I could run a suppressor on. And something that's definitely going to be more reliable long range. So I ended up coming up and purchasing this rifle. I got it from Cabela's. Probably paid a little bit more than I should have for it. If I had waited, I probably could have found a better deal. But my first video was done when I first got the rifle. No modifications. The video quality was horrible. Now I've kind of upgraded a little bit, and now I got some accessories on here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it out and get it set up, and tell you a little bit more about it. Alright, so right off the bat, I guess the most important accessory so far was probably this sight rail right here. It's made by, let's see if I can focus on that. Will it focus? There it is. Excess Sight Systems. Alright. The rail that comes on the gun originally is only the front. Okay, this rail goes all the way back over the receiver. All right, and this allows you to put pretty much any sight on it that you want. I apologize, I'm using the iPhone 5, so I'm going to have to keep adjusting the focus here. But this is great because I didn't just want to use it for a scout rifle. I really kind of wanted to use it for some long distance. I have a very I've got a zero magnification optic on it right now. It's a electro sight red dot. I had this on my AR-15, and it's a great sight. Barska makes it. I think it's pretty good looking. I like that nice cherry lens on it. Let me turn it on for you real quick. Let's see if we can't see what it looks like with the sight on. Let's see if we can see in here. There it is. Alright, so the sight's great. There's varying levels of brightness depending on your daylight settings. It goes down very fine. I mean, you can barely see it. I'll try to turn the gun here. See if we can see it on the curtain there. I mean, it's so fine you can barely even see it on the curtain. But it's great for low light conditions. It holds zero very, very well. Like I said, I shot hundreds and hundreds of rounds through an AR-15 with this sight on it, and never lost zero. And the nice thing about it too is a lot of electro sights you get, the crosshairs are very very broad in them, and this is nice because it's such a very thin line that even out at 100 yards you can still put that center of the reticle on a small target and you can still see the target behind it. This is a this is a Blackhawk, I believe. Blackhawk bipod, which was my last purchase for it, and I really like it. It comes with a sling stud already on the gun, so it mounts right up nicely. But these legs just retract with a spring right into the bipod itself, so it's not flimsy at all. Again, I mean, this gun does come with threaded muzzle brake here. Let me try to focus. There we go. And it's nice. It's 5/8 by 24 threads. If you are going to put a can on it. So, and back here, this is the Blackhawk Tactical Cheek Riser, because with this new rail, and that's such a high sight on the gun that it's really hard to keep eyesight. Let's say you really need to raise it. And this cheap add-on right here has been nothing but awesome. It's about, I think it's about $14, $15 I paid for it on MidwayUSA.com, and it is just, it's phenomenal. It puts my line of sight right where it needs to be. So again, with the action, I remember my first video I talked about, you know, the smoothness of the action, and it's perfect. I have no complaints about it. I've actually gotten to shoot it now, and it's smooth as butter. So anybody that has an interest in this gun or is looking to purchase this gun, I definitely recommend it. Let me take the sight off real quick. What's nice about this Barska sight is it's, you know, quick detach, comes right off. Now this excess sight system rail is great because even though you are getting rid of the peep sight in the back, okay, this new sight rail actually comes with a, let me see if we can see through it here. See if I can get the, comes with a peep sight built into it. Okay, let me try to focus real quick. Alright, right there. It comes with a peep sight built right in. So if you have a quick detach like I do, you know, it's perfect. You can go, you know, right to close quarters or peep sight shooting. And this sight rail, you know, it's kind of expensive right now. It's about $100 for the sight rail. I think it's completely worth it. But you know, it's definitely gonna let me do what I want to do with the gun. And again, you know, the action is just completely smoothened out. I cycled it a whole lot, just dry and with some mild abrasive lubricants, basically like a brass polish. And I just cycled it a few hundred times, and it has been just absolutely perfect. So, again, let me run and grab something real quick. I forgot to bring it out here. I want to show you my Polymer Mag I got from Ruger. All right, now. Another thing I got was this Polymer Mag from Ruger, okay? Because in my state, there is a capacity limit on you know, for hunting, so you have to be very careful. Now this is just a 5-shot, okay? And I've heard a lot about these Ruger Polymer Mags, about how they weren't feeding properly, or about how they were, you know, not clicking in properly. And then there's the accurate mags, which are the 10-round mags. And then I heard a lot about how these are awesome mags. They're very expensive, worth every dollar. They're absolutely bulletproof. But A, I'm a reloader, and they scratch the brass, and I don't like that. These are just cheap Brown Bear rounds. They're all polymer coated. I'm not worried about scratching them since they're you know, you can't reload them. But let me take a few rounds out of here. Very stiff spring in this accurate mag. Alright, now the great thing about these polymer mags, okay, let me try to get this so you can see it. Okay, you can top feed them. Okay, I think that was one of the big selling points for me. You don't have to keep dropping the mag, you can top feed. And again, it is a little bit more streamlined. Okay. And you know, it kind of gives the gun a slightly different look than the bigger metal 10-round mags. But there is, you know, there's no play to it at all. I can't. It moves the gun across the table every time I try to move it, even side to side. So, and you know, if you guys wouldn't get so mad at me for cycling a couple rounds in the house, then I'd show you. But it just cycles flawlessly. There were a lot of complaints in the beginning about the Ruger mags just not feeding reliably. I think they redid them. I've seen a lot of posts on forums about how there's a second generation of polymer mags out there, and I mean, you can go online and look at all of Ruger's commentary and stuff, and they've loaded these up with you know, multiple rounds and frozen them and run them over and hit them with baseball bats loaded with rounds, and you know, the rounds have fallen out. The polymer expands, but you know, the actual magazine itself hasn't broken. So, and one of the nice things about these is it does come with a dust cap. So, but again, new favorite gun. It's just kind of nice, the ease of operation. It comes with, I believe, about a 3-pound pull on the trigger, which is extremely light. There's no creep, there's no over travel. Okay, we'll just check in here, show you that there's you know, there's not a round in the chamber. Close it, and there's just absolutely. Let me try to get so you can see this here. And try to zoom in there. Absolutely no creep. Very light trigger pull. Again, there are no aftermarket stocks that I've seen for this gun yet. With some other guns that we've modified, I do like the mag pull angled grip right here, and I believe if they do end up making a synthetic stock, I don't know if it's because it's a special edition from Gunsite, that it's a novelty. I believe that, you know, there would be a huge market for aftermarket accessories for this gun, seeing as it's a scout rifle. But if they were to come out with a polymer stock or something that I don't want to drill and tap this one. It's just, it seems like too high quality of a stock. Plus, you know, you have the etching in the bottom that says, you know, the Gunsite Academy. I don't know if you can see that. Try to, there it is. All right. I just wouldn't want to ruin the stock, but if they definitely came out with an aftermarket stock, I would put a angled foregrip on it right away. It's just kind of nice because it's such a small gun, and it would just be perfect for a bush gun. So if you're going to put a raised sight on it, you're going to have to get a cheek riser, unless you got a head like Jay Leno. Hopefully I don't get sued by Jay Leno for saying this in this video. But again, these mags are great. If you're scared about buying a Ruger Polymer Mag, I would say make sure that you order from a reputable site like Midway USA, and you'll probably get one of the newer products that's, you know, shipped quickly, and I have absolutely no complaints. It works perfectly, and I can definitely vouch for this site. I think it's beautiful. You know, I think it's just a very sexy looking gun now. You know, like I said, it's all ambered in the front, and it holds zero very well. It's moisture proof, and it might even be waterproof to a certain level. But I'm very proud of it. I'm very, very happy with everything on this gun so far. Not a single complaint. So tune in for more. Maybe I'll have some range reports, and hopefully the weather gets better outside. We just had all the snow melt, so I definitely want to go out and do some shooting. Thanks for tuning in.